One of the stories that struck me was the family of 5 staying in the hotel for 29, whatever it was, 99
Right.
a day, which I'm not very good at math, but that's about $900 a month. That seems really expensive as a way to find that solution. But it just struck me that, you know, part of the making the invisible visible, there's a lot of dimensions to that. So I wonder, in your work over the years, what has been invisible previously that's now visible to you about homelessness? What was surprising, or something that maybe you hadn't expected before, or a dimension or a problem that you know, in your work just kind of came to the surface?
So I think what I've really seen is that there is just an absolute dearth of affordable housing for people. So there is a statistic, and I don't know the source right now, or I'm forgetting the source right now, but for every 100 extremely low income families in the United States that would qualify for affordable housing, there are only 35 available units. So there is a lack of housing, and if you look at the statistics on housing for the past year, the numbers actually went up for the first time since 2010, and a lot of the increase is being attributed to high cost of housing in urban centers, particularly on the 2 coasts. But even in a city like Macon, Georgia, where we have a big program and we try to take people from the streets into our day center and then eventually get them into housing, there's really a lack of places we can place people that are affordable, safe, and clean. You'll pay $600–700 for a room in a boarding house with a shared toilet in a terrible part of town that has crime problems or has drug problems, and oftentimes putting people there without support, so they're going to end up back on the street. So, I mean, I was aware of the issue of affordable housing, but I think this work has really made clear to me the absolute need, and I think my organization, Depaul USA, is moving more in that direction, trying to develop affordable housing, albeit on a small scale. We want to grow that, but we're hopefully developing homes in Little Rock, and we're trying to start a new housing project in Macon, Georgia, that will house 20 people. But there's also the issue of a family. You know, it's much easier for an organization like mine to house single people because the cost and the physical needs that you have to house one person are so much cheaper than trying to house a family. So I really felt for that woman with the 5 children, and also probably the issue she would have with a landlord wanting to know, who's going to supervise the children when she's working, what's going on. So I think the affordable housing thing for me is really what's really gripping me now.